This year has been incredibly crazy for XRP. Wow, come on, who's going to disagree with me about this? Take a look at this chart with me as I transport you back to September. It's practically staring us in the face, really. The past 12 months have been the most amazing and prosperous for XRP. What's truly exciting me about this entire scenario, though, is this. Take a look at the current events on this chart. Do you see that? Following that great breakout surge in January, we experienced this enormous extended period of consolidation. And you know what? We spent the entire month of July in that consolidation zone. We dominated August. And now, surprise, we're consolidating once more. However, everything surrounding XRP is screaming bullish at the moment we're doing this, as if the surroundings were absolutely ideal. It gets really meaty here, so allow me to take you through this chart. I've pulled up the chart for us right here. Observing XRP at this moment, folks, this configuration is stunning. The daily perspective shows this stunning higher low. We are currently lying just below the first significant resistance level, $3.13, which we need to break after retesting the trend line that we previously broke through. Oh yeah, things will get really interesting if we can consistently get past this level. Before we look at those July levels once more, we'll be blazing that lovely trail back to those August highs. Check out the charts to see this. Here we're actually creating the ideal route back to these peaks. Then all of a sudden we're aiming for those stunning $3.65 levels. At $3.65, it is our sweet spot, and this is what's really exciting me. The current climate is providing us with all the rocket fuel we might require to break past those levels and begin aiming for XRP's $4+ region. And that only includes the short-term individuals for the duration of this cycle. Listen, I firmly think that when XRP hits those double-digit figures, it will completely surprise everyone. We're talking about a range of $10 to $20 more. I understand your thoughts now. No way in hell is it taking place. I hear you, I promise. However, I'm going to take you through all of the amazing things that are now taking place in this area that are preparing for XRP's next really big move in this video. Okay folks, let's get started with ETFs since, to be honest, this has been the most talked about topic in cryptocurrency this year, and actually for the last 2 years. ETFs, after all, have been the biggest major shift since 2023, when the Bitcoin ETF craze first began to gain traction. Then January rolls around, and we finally received that approval. What followed? Everyone's attention was instantly drawn to Ethereum. Then you know what? Ethereum also received approval. After then, we began to observe Ethereum's genuine market trading. My friends, everything is now switched to the old-fashioned coins. Listen to what we have to say about XRP. These are X shares and more. This was indeed brought to our attention yesterday. Their launch is scheduled for tomorrow. In addition to its XRP ETF, RX Osprey is also planning to launch a Rex Osprey Doge ETF. These ETFs, which go online tomorrow, will be the first to be listed in the US and will provide you with direct spot exposure to both Dogecoin and XRP. Actually, don't worry, this got live today. How is it doing then? Allow me to demonstrate what Eric Belkunis is reporting, which is, to be honest, quite astounding. He refers to it as a semi-shock, since the volume of the Rex XRP ETF trading under XRPR has already reached $24 million. That is completely crazy. Much more than I had anticipated. We're talking about 5 times the volume that any XRP futures ETF pulled on launch day. To put this into perspective, the worst part is still to come. The trading session has only lasted 90 minutes. I believe that people are totally missing this, thus I truly need you all to comprehend it. If investors in XRP are serious about investing in XRP through an ETF, they will immediately choose the spot version. They simply don't give a damn about the futures ETFs. For precisely this reason, I have been arguing that spot ETFs are far more important than those futures ones. It says it all that we completed 5 times the volume of any futures ETF in under 90 minutes, regarding the enormous demand for XRP ETFs in the market. Here is our major day 1 update. According to the final figures, XRP exchanged $37.7 million in total. That may not seem like much to some of you, but keep in mind that this is just day 1. Upon closer examination, this surpasses IVES as the debut with the largest day 1 natural dollar volume thus far in 2025. Additionally, avoid sleeping on Doge. Out of 710 launches, it brought in 17 million, placing it in the top 5 for the year. That's quite amazing. For the 33 ACTFTs that will be falling soon, this is simply amazing news. Check this out then. With the largest day 1 natural dollar volume we've seen from a 2025 debut, XRP absolutely blew it. Here's why this is so important though. Imagine this. All of the main issuers are currently keeping an eye on this and are excited about the launch of their own XRP ETFs. The worst part is that if major businesses like BlackRock haven't applied for XRP ETFs yet, they're most likely holding urgent meetings. Holy cow, this is real. We must enter immediately. I can't take my eyes off my screen while I watch these next actions because this has the potential to generate tremendous momentum for all XRP ETFs. And listen, we must pay close attention to XRPR's performance because it is literally rewriting history in front of our very eyes. There's more though. We are discussing ETFs and liquidity. The XRP ecosystem is flooded with even more liquidity. So have a look at this from Sal Gilberti, the head of Teucrium. The debut of options on Solana and XRP futures was recently announced by CME Group. Here is the timeline of the shocking news that we received on the 17th. Although we're currently awaiting regulatory review, it goes live on October 13th. Here's what I'm seeing, but I ask that you all be patient with me because things could change. Right now, the liquidity surrounding XRP is exploding, and this is only the beginning. This is further evidence that XRP is now going completely crazy. I mean, it's getting more bullish every single day. It looks like 2025 will be a huge year for XRP. The weird part comes next. When XRP was smashing it above $3, we already believed that things couldn't get any wilder. However, with these legacy coins, this cycle is only getting begun. I mean, it's truly incredible. There's more though. Vivo Power, a treasury firm, just made this major news. They recently announced that they intend to use their enormous digital mining operation for bulk deals in order to purchase XRP at a discount of up to 65% through some crazy token exchange program. You see, when you take a step back and consider everything, there is a lot going on with XRP at the moment. We're talking about XRP buying sprees, insane demand, a surge in ETF applications, a price explosion, and the widespread expansion of tokenization. Not only is everything we've seen in the last few weeks bullish, but it's outrageously so, guys. This is where it becomes even more crazy though. Do you recall our discussion of the XRP ETF? Literally, that is only one of them. Here's the thing, 16 other XRP ETFs are currently waiting in that room, and we must examine what the SEC just accomplished if we are to truly comprehend what is going on here. Alright folks, this is a game-changing decision from the SEC. They essentially basically approved generic listing requirements for ETFs that are based on commodities. Can you guess what's in it? Spot crypto ETFs, indeed. When we go back to those XRP ETFs we were just discussing, this is truly mind-blowing information. We must get started on this. Check this out then. Hester's official remark regarding these crypto ETP generic listing rules was just shared by James Seifert. Don't worry though, I've got the entire document posted here. I'm not going to put you to sleep by reading this thing from beginning to end. Since I understand how valuable your time is, I won't go into every detail, but here is what you're all truly wanting to know. Does XRP truly meet all the requirements for this? You came here for that after all, isn't that right? You want to know if XRP is compatible with the recently released revised standards. And you know what? Yes, without a doubt. To prove that, I have the breakdown right here. Here's the deal, then. There are already 15 Coinbase futures supporting XRP. Here's why that's important. In order to be eligible for this new standard, you must already have a futures product in operation. XRP meets this criterion flawlessly. It's the ideal match. Check this out then. I have some incredible information from Eric Bakinis. This general listing standard, which essentially eliminates all the red tape for spot